girl, you asked God for a sign, He gave it to you, and now you following what He told you to do. Oh, yeah, He about to work wonders. Whatever you think, and think bigger. Straight like that. I'm gonna just get cozy. Y'all get cozy. I know y'all cozy as y'all are watching this, so I'm cozy right with you. But as 2024 approaches, I feel like, I don't know if y'all been seeing, but like, I guess 2023 was a year of 7, which meant like something about spirituality and really finding yourself and grounding yourself. But 2024 is the year of 8, which is about abundance, financial, I guess financial stability and things like that. But ultimately, it's what you make it, right? But leading into the new year, I wrote down a couple things. So if you see me looking down, I got notes for y'all. I'm about to get real professional on y'all next year, so bear with me. But for the number 1, I said walk into the new year as your best self. So physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever, like for me, right? As my best self, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my hair done, I'm gonna get my toes done, I'm gonna shave real nice, you know, all of that good stuff. Cause listen, for the past couple months, I've been thugging it out. Like, I haven't had a wax in forever. It's getting real TMI right now, but I'm just being, you know, open with y'all. But I just been thugging it because it's like, I'm gonna cut out all the things that I don't think are necessities right now. Plus, like, your girl got like adult bills and they hit every month like clockwork. And listen, I don't got time to be dishing out extra money that I don't got to. But I say, you know what? I'm gonna go into the new year as my best self. My hair gonna be done. I'm gonna get my toes done real quick. I don't really get my nails done. I know eventually I'll start doing that, but with my job, I know my nails gonna break, so I'm not even gonna spend that extra money, child. Ain't no point. But mentally, this gonna lead you into the next couple points that I have. But mentally, I would say just not carrying any baggage into the new year. Like, for instance, my year, child, it was a roller coaster. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I know I had a lot of blessings this year, but I also had, I don't want to say a lot because they don't even add up to how many blessings I had, honestly. But, you know, I had a few little roadblocks that I had to get over. Honestly, that I had to get through. It won't no like just hopping over, child. I had to, no, really, like, it was bad, but I got through it. God got me through it. Oh, Jesus. I'm trying to like, but I'm gonna really just speak from the heart, because I'm not even the type to like, honestly, I'm gonna just speak from the heart. And if I start to ramble, I'm sorry. If you're new here, that's just me. If you're returning, you know, this is how I get. So let's get into it. But God has really brought me through a lot this year, and He's just made it so evident that I can't be great without Him. I can't get through things without Him. Honestly, like, the things I went through this year, I would have never, ever guessed that I would have to go through. And, I mean, I'm going to eventually speak on it. I can't really speak on the things right now. But it's just amazing what God can do for you. I'm telling you, give your life. And listen, this is just a PSA. I am very heavy. I am a Christian woman. I am very heavy on praising God. So if that makes you uncomfortable, this may not be the channel for you, because I'm not going to tone it down. I'm going to always give God His praise. That's just number 1. But yeah, I think everyone should find or tap into their spirituality. I'm not going to force Christianity on you, because, you know, that's your own choice. But for me, He saved my life, and I cannot say it enough. But without Him, I would not be the person I am today. He has saved me countless times. I'm not going to get emotional, but it's just amazing what He has done in my life. And I'm just so thankful. And I pray that everybody, you know, finds that type of joy and just comfort and security, because he has definitely provided that for me. I'm telling you. But I think I was getting into forgiveness. I would say forgive other people, but most importantly, forgive yourself. Like with myself, bro, like I'll randomly have different instances where I'm like, dang, I wish I didn't do this, and it'll be a flashback from like years ago. I'm like, bro, if God is not holding this against me, who am I to keep reminding myself that I did this wrong? And listen, God is such a perfect God. He knows exactly what's going to happen throughout your life. He's such a detail-oriented God. Let me tell you that. My house be making noises. But he's such a detail-oriented God. And I always say he's just an amazing director. He's just directing our lives. And he knows how it's going to play out, how it's going to end. And it's just really amazing how much he can do for you. But back to forgiveness. Forgive yourself, man. It'll just lift the weight off you. Because, listen, we not perfect people. And God knows that, you know? So, don't hold things against yourself that God is not holding against you. Like, what? So, there'll be embarrassing moments. And I'll be like, bro, I wish I could just forget this. Just forget it. Like, it passed. You can't do nothing to it. You can't do nothing with it. But what are you still thinking about it for? And of course, it'll randomly pop up, but I think that's just the devil trying to like distract you and like knock you off your path. Like, oh God, you know, like he be trying to make you think that things are way more serious than it is, and it's really not that freaking serious, honestly. You don't only one think about that random moment. Nobody else in the world is thinking about that. Because if you think about it, everybody got their own little situations that's clouding their head, and if everybody did like the root work and understood why am I having these thoughts, I think eventually everybody would be a much happier person, realizing that it's not that serious. Life goes on, you know. And then the thing with forgiving others, child, people will do some messed up things to you. I'm a witness. Like, I think my bullying, I was bullied since middle school, bro. Middle school, all throughout high school. I had it rough, and it took me a while, even I think some of college, like it's just it was rough. And even aside from bullying, like people will do some messed up things to you, and you gotta just forgive them. And I don't know if I would say forget, because it's definitely hard to forget. Like, of course some people had harder moments to get over than others, but it's really you toting around that weight, like you pushing that boulder around. The other person is not thinking about that. You gotta forgive them for yourself, honestly. Excuse me. Let that weight go, because it's not doing you no justice. Like, I had this one friend, I just loved her and I would do anything for her, child, but she kept doing me dirty time after time. And eventually I was just like, man, I just gotta let her go. I forgive her because maybe she's just going through things and she doesn't know how to be a good friend. But there's nothing I could have done to make her be a better friend. Like, that's just her and her issues that she got to work out through life. So leading into my next thing, like, be nicer to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, right? Like, this is all our first time going through this thing called life. And it's just like, listen, of course we're going to make mistakes, because we're not perfect. Only thing that's perfect is God, Jesus. So be nicer to yourself. Be more gentle with yourself. Be more patient with yourself, because like I said, we're going to make mistakes, but it's up to us to learn from those mistakes, you know? So I love y'all. I hope y'all caught that word. That was a word. So another one is clear your space, physically and mentally. So physically, I clean my house real good. My mom always taught me to take out the garbage before the new year, clean your clothes, clean your house real good, because you don't want to bring no garbage and, you know, dirt from last year into the new year. Excuse me, I'm sorry if I'm talking fast, y'all. I told you I was a little uptight. But yeah, you do not want to bring any baggage into the new year. And same with your mental. That ties back into the last point with forgiveness. Like, if somebody pissed you off, bruh, like, okay, take it to the chin. It's a new day. look at every day as a blessing to start over and make it better than the day before. You know, I think that's a really good point. But mentally, physically clear your space, and also clear your phone out, bro. Like I know you be getting those notifications that you don't got no storage, because I get them all the time. But clear your phone out. I'm gonna do that right after this video, matter of fact, because I know this might be a little bit of a long video, but make sure to clear out anything that doesn't serve me. Y'all know y'all got a bunch of stuff in y'all phone that it's just been sitting there. You don't do nothing with it. I'm clearing out apps, I'm clearing out pictures, messages, contacts, everything that I'm not bringing into the new year. Bye. I know it sounds cliche. Oh, I'm leaving you in last year. Oh, but I am. Sorry. Not sorry. Like, and also your clothes. If you haven't worn them shorts or that t-shirt since middle school, what do you still have it for? Go donate that. Like, don't be a hoarder. Don't be a hoarder. And clean out your fridge. That goes with cleaning out my house. Yeah, just clean up, man. When you have a cluttered space, you have a cluttered mind. So always remember that. Ooh, this is a good one. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm kind of out of order. I just been jumping around, but it'll all tie together in the end, you know. My next point will be to just set boundaries. Oh my gosh, this is a big one, and I'm talking to myself with this one because I've always had an issue with setting boundaries with people. I'm a very forgiving person, and also I just want to help everybody. Like, I feel like I could just help everybody, and that's not my job to help everybody. And same with you, like, you're probably just a helpful person, you just got a heart of gold, but people are attracted to that, and they know that you are, I don't want to say vulnerable, but you're just open to helping people. So they see that, and they try and find a little weak spot, and they take advantage of that. So don't let people take advantage of you, and set your boundaries and be firm with your boundaries. Like, I feel like I'm in my isolation period. Like, as I was home for the Christmas holiday, I did not answer nobody calls for real. Or I might answer real quick and I'll be like, okay, I'm busy, I'm gonna call you back. I don't call him back. If it was really important, just text me and I'll text you back. But I really wanted to spend that time. First of all, I was working on my ebook, which is done, by the way, and is dropping New Year's Day. So y'all got the first little memo. Honestly, I've been posting on it. I've been posting about it on Instagram though, so. But yeah, it's definitely dropping January 1st, and yeah, y'all go check that. Y'all go check it out. Check it out. But more details will definitely be on my Instagram. Side note, but yeah, I just made it a point to really spend time with my family and focus on myself, because I feel like I pour so much into other people. This was my vacation time. This was my reset time, because I know in the new year, oh, it's up. Like, I'm going crazy. And this was the perfect time, really, setting my space, if that makes sense, and really just get into my thoughts, align with what I wanted to accomplish in this new year. Like, yeah, man, it's just important to not let people overstep their boundaries. Because, listen, if you let them, they will. I had a friend, bruh, I feel like they will only come around just to drop their baggage off on me, just to vent. And I understand people, people need somebody to vent to, but if that's all you come around for, like, dang, you don't ever want to come around to, genuinely see how I'm doing. How can you help me be a better person? How can we make some money together? How can we exceed? How can we get closer to God? No, it was just, complain. And that gets draining. So I'm just setting those boundaries. Look, if you come to talk about that, just save it for somebody else, honestly, because I don't have the mental capacity. Nobody wants to deal with that all the time. Or me personally, I'm not built for that, or I would have been a therapist. But I notice that happens a lot because I feel like I have a healing spirit, and people just draw to me because I'm a very optimistic person, and when they come to me with issues, I be like, man, it could be so much worse. That, like, your life is good, bruh. Just listen, look at the bright side. I'm that type of friend. But yeah, I just had to stop being so available to everybody because it's taken away from me. It's taken away from me. And if you're not good, how you gonna be good for other people, you know? But yeah, so we went through walk into the year as your best self. We went through clearing your space. We went through forgiveness and setting boundaries. And then y'all know the most important, well, I ain't gonna say the most important, but the most obvious is writing down your goals. And you know, you can do this in different ways. Of course, you got the typical vision board, which I have one in my room right now. But I think this year I'm gonna do something a little different, which is really just writing them down on paper. Excuse me. I also have a couple of those around my house, but I just really want to break it down and be intentional. I'm really gonna write it down and break down my big goals into smaller goals, just to make them more attainable. Like, of course, I could say, oh, I want to make $1 million. Okay, so let's break it down. How am I gonna make my first 1,000? Okay, let's move on to 10,000, then 100,000, then $1 million. Okay, cool. I think that'll be super, super helpful because I never really broke it down like that. I just write out what I'm gonna do with my money, never how I'm gonna get there. So I think that'll be good. And then also maybe write it down week by week, maybe monthly goals, quarterly goals, and then halfway goals. I think I'm gonna try that this year. And then also, as I was scrolling on Instagram today, I seen somebody like do like a graph, not even a graph, but like a sheet, and it had different categories, like different goal categories, like leisure, work, person. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I was just telling y'all about storage, y'all, and my phone has stopped me because I had ran out of storage, yeah, but I just cleaned it out. But yeah, I'm gonna break it down into smaller, more attainable things, and 2024 is gonna be amazing. I just have a really good feeling. I know God is gonna get me through this. God is gonna get us through this. Like, I'm telling you, just give it to God. He loves when you just give him your worries and just have faith that he's gonna work it all out. And I'm telling you, watch how he works. Like, I was just telling my mom because she just she's going through a transition period right now, and I'm like, girl, you asked God for a sign, he gave it to you, and now you following what he told you to do. Oh yeah, he about to work wonders. I'm telling you, as soon as, listen, give it to him and he gonna surprise you. But yeah, I hope I covered everything, and I hope y'all got some insight on, you know, how I just been living life lately. Because life has been good, man. I'm telling you, I had a little hiccup this year, and I didn't know how I was going to get out of that situation, but God pulled me through with his victorious right hand. I'm telling you, that God is an awesome God. And another thing about goals, back to goals, bruh, none of your goals are too great for God. So whatever you think bigger. Straight like that. But I love y'all, and I wish y'all a happy holidays, and make this year amazing, because it's going to be what you make it. In Jesus' name. I'm sending y'all love. I'm sending y'all peace. And if you like this video, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And I look forward to bringing y'all more content, better content in the new year. And I'll see y'all next year.